So hello everyone, this is Olisvi Jan, and in this video we will going to discuss about the React interview question. So every weekend I am going to upload the React interview question. If you are preparing for a front-end developer role, definitely subscribe to my channel so that you will get a notification every weekend. So let's start the question one by one. Explain the core concept of the virtual DOM, how it utilized in a modern front-end framework like React.js. So it is an extremely important or theoretical question related to the React.js. Just go through the documentation, you will get an idea about it. Next question related to yes, CSR and SSR. So right now Next.js gaining a so much popularity as the React.js. So you should be aware about it. What exactly the difference between the client side rendering and server side rendering, and according to that understanding just give the explanation about when would you choose one over the other. Next question related to the lazy loading. This is one of the most important question whenever interviewer wants to know about a web optimization technique. Definitely he will going to ask about a lazy loading concept. So just go through it. Even you what you can do, just list down all the optimization technique like a lazy loading, code optimization, how you can optimize the first time rendering. All these things you can just note it down or list down at least 10 point related to the web optimization. So next question is related to the CSS grid and the flags box. So you should be aware about these two layout properties. First is a grid and the flags box. When would you choose one over the other? If you are able to answer this question, definitely interviewers like impressed, like you are aware about the CSS properties. Next question again related to the optimization website performance. Definitely, I'm just emphasizing again and again. Just make sure that you are aware about this techniques and point down all these things in a one page so that you can easily answer this question. Next is about the accessibility. Okay, discuss the importance of accessibility in the web development. How can you ensure your website are accessible to the user with the disability? Accessibility is a very important feature in the web development. So if you are developing any website which is directly interacting with users or like banking related website, definitely it should be accessible to all kind of a user. So just go through the some of the point related to accessibility, how exactly you can make sure that as a developer that your website is fully accessible. Okay, now the question related to progress web app, it is also a very trending or important you to understand about the key feature of PWA. So just go through some points related to it. Next question is a critical rendering path in a web development. How can you optimize it to improve the page load time? So let me tell you, if you are able to answer this question, what exactly the critical rendering path, it means you are very much aware about how exactly the browser process the HTML file, CSS file, JavaScript file, what exactly the DOM tree, how exactly the things are or a UI is painted on the screen. If you are aware about these things, definitely it shows that you are very much aware about fundamentals and you can understand the core features of the web development if you are able to answer this question. The next question is related to the what are the advantage and disadvantage of inline CSS and external CSS files. Why I have added this question, because right now one CSS library introduced that is related to the inline CSS. It's called as a tailwind. So tailwind is using a inline CSS style. So you should be aware about exactly the difference of inline and external first, and just go through the advantage and disadvantage point as well. Next question is, discuss the various techniques for the optimizing image on a website. How can you improve the strike a balance between the image quality and the performance? Just go through some of the points related to it. Explain the concept of code splitting in a front-end development. How can it helps to reduce the initial load time for the large web application? So it is again related to the web optimization question. Next question is, what are the difference between the local storage, session storage in HTML5? When would you use one over the other? It is also one of the important question. Also, you can add one more question related to the cookies. So what exactly different between local storage, session storage, and a cookies? Now, another question is related to the course, that is cross origin resource sharing. It is also one of the important concept you to understand. How does it work? What is the security implications should developer be aware of? Discuss the benefits of using CSS processor like SAS, Slash, provide the example how they are streamlined the development process. So you should be aware about it, like CSS preprocessor like SAS and LAS is a dev dependency, not only a dependency. So you should be aware about the difference between the dev dependency and only a dependency part. Next question is related to the concept of the responsive web design. How can you ensure your website are optimized for the various screen size and devices? So these all are the 16 important questions. So see you in the next video.